gentlemen, welcome to another backstage interview for the silver edition of the Metals Investor Forum. I'm joined at the moment by Gwen Jessome of Silver Tigre. Thanks for joining me for another little conversation here, Glenn. I'm going to jump right in. You guys are in the middle of a financing, so as much as I try to always ask lots of probing questions, you are even more constrained than usual in what you can say because there's a financing ongoing. But let's start with that because it's the latest thing that's happened. Where did it come from? What does it mean for you? What do you have to say about the fact that you're raising $20 million?
I've thank you for that. We need to be quiet. I've got my securities lawyer or CEO hat on. I wear both of them. So no, it's the financing and the paperwork and the preliminary prospectus and the final prospectus. That's all easy stuff. We're driving that, but I'd like to thought we have a theory about raising money, and we try to follow it as much as we possibly can. Our group and as everyone knows, in Mexico, our group has been in Halifax, doing business there for 25 years. We've built 3 large mines. We've developed 2 more to sell to majors. And of course, now we're working on Silver Tigre and we have some others. But, we always try to use the money to move the project forward. You know how we do that. And that means every hole has to mean something. And because we use all of those holes to add 43-101 compliant ounces, and then move that to economics, PEA, pre-fees, etc. So that's one part. But then the second part is we have shareholders. That's who we're talking to this evening, I'm thinking, as you're interviewing me. And those people love all that, but they also like to say, I bought my stock at 30 cents and now it's 60 cents. It's kind of what they invest for. So, when we looked at this, we got back on the mountain in July. We tried to get back on a year, earlier in the year, but COVID shut us down. And we went to work. And we raised $11 million with a half warrant for the Silver Tigre. And 30 cents was that raise. That had a market cap on us about $53, $54 million. What we always want to do is take that money, spend it, deliver with the drill bit, and move towards ounces, move towards economics, and increase your value. So we have a goal. We never always make it, but we always try to say we're not going to raise money until we've doubled our share value. And until we have created that market value. So if you look at our financing, why we did it is we took that $11 million, which I still have $4.5 million of it left. And we took our valuation for the next financing from 30 to 60 cents. Today, if you looked at where we closed, that means our market cap in that 6 or 7 months went from about about $54 million to today's value of $144 million. That's pre-financing. So, we're very happy with that. Really important for us, though, too, is, that first financing had a half warrant. We've done enough and become strong enough and delivered enough results that we did this financing with no warrant. That's really important for us and should be important for our shareholders. So I think anyone who invested when we traded that 130 or 140 million shares since July until now, an valuation of 40, 45 cents, they should be very happy because now we've got 23 or 24 million dollars in the bank. We're going to issue another 30 million shares. That means the market cap after that happens, if this price holds, should be 160, 170 million. But we can drill the next 100,000 meters. And we're very, very excited about now being able to say, we can drill the next 100,000 meters. And, we're going to follow our plan. I'm not guaranteeing we're going to double that share price, but, we've got a lot of fuel to get at El Tigre and very excited about what we started to see in those last drill results we saw here early in the new year. So that's how we look at the financing and that's the way we do it.
Gotcha. Yeah. And it's, financings are, we could have this whole conversation about them. They have to happen. Every group has to have their own approach to how they happen. Whether they are a surprise to the market or not really just depends on sort of how deeply into the story you are. Sure, you still had $4.5 million, but you guys have big plans for your project. And so $4.5 million doesn't actually go very far. So now with this arsenal of cash, does it change at all has that increased the scale of the approach? You already had plans to keep filling out the gold oxide resource and chase multiple new higher grade targets. Is the scope changed with this new money?
Well, another reason for us doing, and I think one thing you have to say too is, this $20 million bought deal financing we did with no warrant, we're very, very pleased with this is an institutional raise. These are long, precious metal investors that have come into this. So very excited about that. And another thing that our retail investors should know is that, the persons who are analyzing to make these investments in Silver Tigre, they do their homework and they see the future as we see it also. But back to your question, and I think I used this example. If I did on my last one, I apologize, because some people get a kick out of it, some don't. It's like my technical team are like all the kids on the mountain, and just like my children, I have two. There we have I say the drills are children. There's three of them, and basically I've only got the three to hand out here, but my technical team are saying, I want more. I want more. It's like cookies for children. No one's not enough. I need two. I need three. And that's been coming at me since really they started seeing the core that we put the press releases out in December. We need more. And so yes, this is the number going to be 6? Is it going to be 5? We're at 3 now. Fourth one will come. You have to get access to that drill, get it on the mountain. That takes a month. Get the people there with another 30 people or whatever to support it. Then the next one. But you'll see that as we go through the spring increasing, because the mountain, with the results we're getting, is demanding it for sure.
And let's just, in the last minute or so, you've referenced a few times your latest drilling news release, which did have something new in it that you went through in your presentation. But let's take another moment to look at that now, because I think it's just an example of one kind of upside that's available. I mean, there's a lot of different types of upside, I think, at this project, lots of potential, but this was an interesting development.
So looking, we've got a district, 35 kilometers. Let's shrink that down to the 5 kilometers of brownfields. Simply put, to the north, where we've been exploring all fall, you saw the results that came out, incredible high-grade silver results with a wide alteration of gold around them. We put those out through the fall. That's the 3 kilometers north in that 5 kilometer brownfield. When we get back to the old mine and we've drilled those first holes on the Suey, that's become incredibly exciting. As you know, we have 2 drills there right now. That result speaks for itself. 11, 12 meters of 750 grams. We're back and we're putting multiple holes through that, and we're excited to be able to get that information, get those assays back here in the future, and get them out in the market. So everybody should be paying attention for results from Suey, Benjamin, of course, the new discovery also put out in January, and of course those other northern veins, Cayley and Fundadora, Protectora. Lots of news, lots of targets.
I'm going to guess there might be a release or two as soon as the financing closes and you're able to do such things.
As you know, when I say my classic line, no comment.
We'll end on that.
There you
Thank
go.
you for all the comments you did provide, Glenn. Great to catch up.
Thank you very much, Gwen, for having me. Goodbye.